So yesterday I was in the car and I was just listening to the radio because I had nothing else to do. And I heard this guy on the radio. His name is Duncan Trussell, and he briefly just talked about it. And I've actually seen the guy on YouTube before on this like Tales from the Trip thing. It's like this interesting channel where people tell about like, oh, they took too many mushrooms and tried to like have sex with a cantaloupe. I'm not even kidding. One guy tried that or something like that. But anyway, that's besides the point. He was talking about the theory of reincarnation. And if you don't know what that is, basically a lot of people, they believe that when you die, that your life is not over yet, and that there's sort of like almost like a world two to life, almost like you're in Super Mario or something. But people just believe that when you die, there's somewhere else that you might go. And a lot of people, such as the Christians and the Catholics, I'm a Christian myself, so I've been taught pretty much, and it even says in the Bible, like when you die, you'll go to a place called heaven, you'll meet God, you'll sort of enter like a paradise type of thing where all your dead relatives are alive again, and you can have a conversation with your freaking great grandma and ask her how like the 1800s were or something. It's just stuff like that. And basically, you can just be up there, and if you had like cancer or something, all your earthly things are gone, and it's basically just like your reward for being a good person is heaven. And if you're a bad person, then supposedly you go to hell, where it's the same thing, where you never die. And I guess if your relatives were bad people, maybe they're down there. I don't know. But you end up just basically burning for all eternity. So is what people say. Other people believe that hell is just sort of like your own personal type of darkness. That's what some people believe, and it's just like that's what it is. Some people believe that, but a lot of people, when they talk about reincarnation, they all have their own different little theories on what it may be. They talk about how if you're reincarnated, it depends like which religion it is. I mean, some of them believe that if you are reincarnated, then you start life sort of over again. Like when you die, then you end up being born to another family as a baby again, and you just basically start life all over again, and you live till 95 or whatever, and then you die. And then I don't know if it's an infinite cycle or if it just happens once. And some cultures, they just believe you're dead. That's it. Like some of them just believe that. But other types of cultures, they believe the animal theory, where they believe that when you die, depending on how good or bad of a person you were in life, that's what animal you become. So if you're a very good person, like never steal, never murdered, never anything, then you become like a cheetah or a lion or something, somewhere atop the food chain. If you were just like sort of an average person, then you might turn, and made some mistakes in life, then you might turn into like a dog or a giraffe or a gazelle or something. And if you're a really bad person, then you turn into like a dung beetle or an ant or a gnat, something that's, or a snail or a slug, even something that's completely below, all the way at the bottom of the food chain and everything, where you can barely defend yourself and all that. And some other people believe that you get turned into like an inanimate object, which makes no sense. Like, to be honest, that fridge over there is not my dead, like, Uncle Caspian from 300 years ago. That's not how it works. That's just ridiculous, because if that were true, then, like, the Doors would be alive. Not the Doors, the band. Like, that fucking door over there, that door over there. Can't tell if the camera's pointing at that door. It would be alive, I guess, and that just sounds like worse than hell. You just be forced to sit there and everything. But other people, they like to just believe that, and some people believe that even your birthmark is sort of like a death mark in a way. I have a fucking, excuse me, I think I have, I don't even know if you guys can see it. Freaking, can you see that? The little tiny freaking freckle on there, that was pretty sure that's my birthmark. A lot of people, they have it in like the shape of something. Like somebody I knew, they had it, it sort of they said it looked like a heart. I think it looked like a burrito that was ran over by a freaking cement truck. But some people believe that your birthmark is sort of like a death mark in a way. Like how the birthmark is sort of saying like that's there from how you died in your previous life. They believe that the birthmark, like let's say I could have died in a previous life and I was shot in the arm. That's what people believe with birthmarks. They believe that was how it was. And there are even some people who, I don't know if they're just crazy or what, or if they're just actually, they know this, or they do some kind of like, I don't know, seance or something, or like use a Ouija board or something. I remember there was, maybe he was just cracked out or something, but I remember something about, I believe Alice Cooper said that he played with a Ouija board once, and he was told that in a past life he was a 17th century witch. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. And other people believe that, like, in their past lives, they were either some kind of animal or somebody entirely different. Like, some people believe that they were a famous person. Some people believe that, oh, in my past life I was George Washington. Like, some people just believe that, or some people have dreams about all that stuff. But yeah, it was pretty interesting hearing that podcast and everything. I only heard a little bit of it because I was not sitting in the front seat, so my grandpa changed the radio. But yeah, I just thought it was a little interesting, and I just wanted to talk about reincarnation. You know, if it's real, if it's not, just my little theory on it. And you guys can provide your commentary discussion in the comments and let me know what you think about that. Do you think it's real? Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's bullshit? Whatever you think about it, just put it down in the comments. I thought it was just a really, really interesting topic that I've been thinking about for a while, and I just sort of wanted to make a video on it to, you know, enlighten you guys about it, and if none of you knew. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.